I'm not sure I was actually ready for that. All right, more Heaven's Gate. Nobody asked for it, but here it is anyway. Let's say thanks to our friends, of course, Tufel9191 and Whoopin' Aces. Thanks, people. You know, I always, not always, but I often assume people are guys, and then I catch myself. Probably, but you know, don't want to assume. The story so far, Aliya and her Robot 6 have found the smoking wreck of Janiki's Renba's ship, along with a final message intended for Professor Miari. The roboticist was looking for an ancient observatory called the Vault, which he claimed could prevent a great darkness from overtaking the nebula. Meanwhile, Aliya has found something else. What might be the lost city of the Holy Empire, hidden alongside a crude map pointing to an unknown moon. Surely Aliya should return to Iox and tell Miari about Renba's death. Should we? Oh, it's awfully dark shirt, isn't it? Should we? Or should we go investigate the next moon? It's a tough one. What if she doesn't want us to... I don't know. Plus, we're keeping a secret, if you remember from the previous episode where we found something in the treasure box that we didn't tell the robot about, because the robot has made it clear that it's going to tell Miari anything that it learns. And we owe a lot to Miari, but there's also something strange going on. Where'd my... Trying to figure a couple things out here. All right, so shall we continue? Press any key. I don't have a key that says any. Oh, that's right. We came here to Elbereth, which is where we grew up as a child. And basically, Miari gave us... Wow, look at those feet. Gave us a future. Now, that's our ship on behind my head. And we only walked up to about where this tree is, so we didn't see these feet, or we didn't see that they were feet, so I'm going to check that out. But anyway, I guess instead of going back to Miari, this is interesting that on this title screen you can pan. Good job, developers. This is an interesting addition. The mouse wheel doesn't work. Arrow keys up and down. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this game so far. So we're going to continue. However far I sail, these alleyways will always be my home. Let us continue. What do we got over here? Rice. I thought... There we go. Click. The harvest. Such as it is. Dried grass, waiting to be taken inside. Dried grass? What is it for? I assume people do not eat it. Animals do. I think people sleep on it. I have no idea what it's for. Let's say 3. Because, I mean, she grew up here. She should know. On Iox, they probably burn it to watch the flames dance. Perhaps they sell it to them. The Catkiss Gate. Well, we don't want to go to the Catkiss Gate yet, because I want to look at those feet. That sounds dirty. That's the way to the Inner Citadel. So, we're going to want to do... Yeah, so this is the most we've seen of these feet. So this is probably... What is it exactly? What? I didn't catch what he said. It's the name of the inner citadel, but I'm not sure what it means. Check out these stone feet. Stone feet. The slums below are named after these feet. They're the oldest things here. The original statue must have been huge. Yeah, a colossal statue. Like the Colossus at Rhodes. Bigger than the statue on Marisi? 4 or 5 times bigger, mistress. But it must be a similar age, however. And we've got our ship back there, and... So I don't think we want to go this... Good faith to you. Good faith to you. Good faith. How go things? Well enough, thank you. Good faith to you. And so she's gonna scamper. I don't even know if we can go this way, but I don't think this is what we want to do right now. Follow me, 6. Oh, well. I activated a cutscene.
The smell of the slums made me feel like a child again. It hadn't been a happy time. A simple one, at least.
Do not touch anything, mistress. These structures might topple at the slightest knock. It's more solid than it looks. God's feet? Is that... God's feet has been standing some time. Were the statue on Marisi and the one here made in the same place? A fascinating question, mistress. Based on their mineral compositions, it is quite possible, mistress. I will consider the matter. These feet were made from the rock of Renba's miserable asteroid? Indeed, mistress. Ooh, but it seems unlikely they were carved there. So they maybe brought the whole stone there. I don't even know what we're... I'm going to get lost.
The heart of the God's Feet slum was Timur's bar.
Wow, and I just walked right into it. Why now?
Timur had never once set foot inside the upper citadel, or so he liked to claim.
By the turning of the waters, you're back. Timur, you should call me El. You seem surprised. I'm always surprised you come back to Elbereth.
He was the king of the dung heap.
But happy. And are you well? Well enough, they gave me another robot. Well enough. Now then, the rules are the rules. Your friend there stays outside. Oh, sad robot. I will wait as instructed, mistress. Huh. It didn't argue that time. It usually argues. It's not the same robot. You lost another one? They must adore you on Iox to keep giving you those things. Or they don't like the robots. The robots are their eyes. I don't ask. Okay, let's go with their eyes. And you keep plucking them out. You'll always be a rat, won't you? You look tired. I saw something terrible today. Do you know where I can find... Ooh, Oroi? I probably should have gone with the something terrible today. Up in Catkiss. She's moved up in the world. She must be doing well for herself. Is she living with someone? Can't, kind of underestimating her capabilities. Not so much. Not anymore. It's sad for me to see. I feel like a father to you both. She never comes down here anymore. You two were inseparable once. I caught you stealing my rocky cask when you were too small to carry it, let alone drink any. Or I picked the lock with a hairpin. We drank it well enough. The things that girl could do if she put her mind to it. Your friend by the door there should be afraid of her. I heard something out there about a darkness. You'll never believe where I've been, Timur. I saw something terrible today. Let's go with that one. The burned-out wreck of a ship out in cyclones. It belonged to someone at the university. He died out there. And it could have been you? Easily. Still might. I take some real risks out there alone, and sometimes you wonder why you do it. We all take risks, Aliya. Life is a risk. I know. I think you should settle down. Just feel bad for him, that's all. Of course you do. Have a drink in his honor. Your very good health. You should let me pay for this. You'll pay me back one day. I feel sure of that. Sip my drink.
They say rocker is made from river water, that it burns your throat with the cold of space. But it isn't true. Timur knocks it up out back in an old metal bin.
How about some good news then? I have something for you. A pipe. Dating from the early empire? I've seen the markings on this thing before. On the side of my ship. There's an inscribed message on it. Wow, it's been a while. This one is a phrase. So, this upside down Y with the curly top always seems to be talking about people, but here and here it's the lower half, and then there's a spot right here that has, like, it's sort of like a question mark, and then one here has the same two fangs or something. And if I remember right, these curly cues here, like this looks like a 96, is almost like a part of speech, but I've kind of forgotten. None of this really matches up. So where? Oh, is that the one spot where? Related words. So this is pray, we think. This might be on. And this might be a sail. I think we're fairly confident this one was sail. Wow, I waited too long since the last time we played. Lost so much. Right, so we've got the and it's suggesting friend, story, song, or when. Ooh, song maybe. But if it's on the side of our ship and it sails on these rivers, then wind. Maybe. Story makes sense. Kind of song makes sense. Friend? I don't think so. And then this one. Holy pray, rivers. songbird? I wonder if my ship has a name. I don't remember. The name of the ship is the Nightingale, and these characters are on the side of it. So could it be the other way? Let's go with it. It's probably wrong. Song of Songbird? I think that's right. That's ancient for nightingale. It's written on the ship's wings. Still, I don't think I've seen anything like this pipe before. Which means I think this comes from somewhere we've never knew existed. Where did you get the pipe? You don't want to keep it? What do I owe you? Where'd you get it, mister? From one of my customers. You're not the only one who sails to strange shores, you know.
He liked me. I had my first taste of rocker when I was 8. I didn't pay for it that time either.
You want another Rocky? No, please. Another time. Is there anything else we can do? The Rocky's good today. I heard something out there about a darkness. Something that would fall across the whole nebula. Oh, yes? Did you hear that in the war rooms of Iox? Iox doesn't have war rooms. I heard it from a robot on a ruined moon. Do you know what it means? Robot. Your life is so romantic, Aliya. Honestly, I would believe you more if you said you'd seen it written. It's too fast. You'll never believe where I've been. Your place is empty. Let's go with the believe. Into the cyclones. And why would you do a thing like that? If you have a death wish, you come here and drink yourself into a grave like a true friend. I was looking for someone. I didn't find them. Well, what did you find out there? Did you meet the gods? Did they tell you what they're playing at? There was nothing out there. I found a moon. I found a crown. I don't know if the robot can hear me or not. I'm supposed to give it to the professor, I think, but I rather like it. Do you? How curious. You're visiting the Catkiss today? What does that word mean, Catkiss? She's the scholar. I'm not sure exactly. It's very old. Kiss is usually a word for a king or a leader. The laborers call the people who hire them Mythkis. Your place is empty. You need to get someone to clean this place up. Your place is empty. There's no one here. People have to work. Well, some people. I wonder if we can get the robot to clean the place up. Can't go back there. Alright, I guess all we can do is leave. How do we get out of here? Oh, there it is. I guess I could have tried to turn around. See you around, Teamer. Don't be a stranger. Come on, 6. Well, we came from the... We have one new artifact to trace. Should we leave now, mistress? Not just yet. Ooh, now where are we going? Wait, is this the way we came from? I think so. I think this will take us back to the feet. Why do people live like this, on top of each other? They're given little choice? Show me them grippers. Why do you think they're squashed in? To get as much juice out of them as possible? This way. Little red star at the top of the door. Mistress, there's only solid rock behind this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. Of course it's a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elbereth. It works easily enough. You just say the word. What is the word, mistress? You sound like you don't trust me. Catkiss. I'm not going to say it. Reminia man open sesame. Nothing's happening. Most impressive, mistress. Set boyoke rafar. Merci. Nothing. Set boya kurafar. It isn't working. I don't understand it. Read the inscription. Speak to the gate again. Let's read the inscription, RTFM. I used to trace out... Oh. Once again, too slow. This is fractured. That looks familiar. Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be... Okay, so that is not God's. Oh, this is... Pilgrims. So unload, Rocky, enter. It's got to be enter, right? Could be share. It's probably enter. Does enter pilgrims work? It's inviting us in, 6, but of course I knew it was a door. Was Elbereth a place for pilgrims? I didn't know that. Speak to the gate again. Wonder if I could convince the gate I'm a pilgrim. Set buyoku rafar. Elbereth. No? Set buyoku rafar. Is that what the door is saying? Ramenye, It's failed again. Perhaps you are not really from Elbereth after all. I'm out of ideas. It's no good. That's supposed to work. The word for the gate didn't work. The gate is has simply rejected you. Why? What did I do? Ooh, maybe it's because she has the crown. I have no idea, mistress. Maybe the gate didn't like something I've got with me. I've got this dagger. Maybe the gate doesn't like weapons. Do you want this? In. The dagger's gone. Is that good? Do you think I'm going to get it back? Give the dagger to the cat kiss gate. Shallow? If I might try, mistress. Open. Ien hua micus. Open. Nothing. 6? Where did you go? Mistress. It would appear the gate is a hopper, mistress, and it is designed to allow robots to freely pass inside. I'm really glad to have you back, 6. I've had robots before. Why would it do that? I have no idea, mistress. It is your moon. Can you take me through? I don't think so. It's worth a shot, though. Open. It would seem it still will not let you through. That's not going to work. It seems it still will not let you through. Did I say the gate word wrong? No, mistress. That doesn't seem to work for me. I wonder if it's because she has the crown. Well, we can either go back to the lower area. Let's head to the ship. Good idea, mistress. Let's not leave yet. If I can ask a local. This must have all been very fine ones, but it seems to be decaying. Don't you think that's a bit dramatic? I do not know, mistress. All I know is what I see. She's a beautiful ship. I'm lucky I found her. I guess we need to go see Miari. I guess we can't get on the ship without leaving the moon. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. I mean, I could go back to the city. Or the slum. We should sail to Iox and tell Miari what we've seen. Excuse me. And I'm sure she wants to see the crown. So, I don't think we're going to keep that secret. Time to move on. I will ready the ropes. Oh, we didn't set a destination. Were we supposed to? Sight from the mural, Iox. That's tempting. The rebel in me wants to go this way. Perhaps that site will have some answers. I could look around here and try to, or I could explore other avenues. Sailing to the site from the mural in Ghost's Wake. I don't really enjoy the sailing part, but I don't even know which way I'm supposed to go. I guess I'm going this way. Missed a turn! So we can hit backspace to reset. I guess I need to look at the map to figure out. I guess all three of these ways go the same way. Seemed to me to be your job. So I think I want to go right. Yeah, and then I'll be merging with the other one. Iox doesn't like people to have ships. They would have burned her. What? I missed something. So we want the left. And then what do we want? Well, I guess we want the left again.
They say on Elbereth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back.
Then right and then right.
But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
They say Ghost's Wake is haunted, which would be why they call it that. You know, according to the loop, the souls of the dead sail the rivers until they're reborn. On course. Well, the story goes that most of them are asleep. But sometimes they have nightmares, and then they might wake up. Those that stay awake forever are trapped in the rivers, formless. Okay, yeah, I want to go right. It's said they gather in Ghost's Wake. It's said you can hear their helpless cries. Our data suggests the site from the mural is around here. So we've got 4 possible locations so far. Yeah, this is fairly tricky. There is no up in space, is that right? So we've got some distance to cover. Mistress, there is some kind of ruin some distance away ahead. Wow, did I go the right way? But there is no air, mistress. If we wish to investigate, I will have to go down alone. Alright, now I need to go right, and then keep right. The rivers are stronger here, mistress. 6. What happened to the river? I do not know, mistress. We are hardly sailing, but we are moving. A ruin! I would guess it dates from the Empire, mistress. I will investigate.
The robot hobbled away, and I was alone. Then it came back.
I need a way to breathe. I recovered a shredded inked page, almost empty, but just floating out there. I need to learn to read. This one is a blurry piece. So this looks like Pilgrims again, if it is Pilgrim. And, is this the, this is exactly the same. Pilgrim Death? This one has a lot of symbols, but I think it must say... My translation of death has got to be wrong. Oh, so when the thing on the wall said, I fear death, previous episode, that must have been wrong. I've not seen anything even close to the second. Pilgrim. And? Number, follow. I haven't seen this symbol, so I don't know if it's and. Pilgrim. This doesn't look anything like the symbols we're using for goddess. Friend, pilgrim, and stranger? If it's and, then it could be pilgrim and stranger, pilgrim and friend, pilgrim, number, friend, pilgrim, number, stranger. Or it could be number... It could be a number, like 1 or 10. Pilgrim 10 friend, Pilgrim 10 stranger, Pilgrim 1 stranger. Angry, follow Pilgrim, follow stranger. Pilgrim, follow friend. I don't know. I'm going to say pilgrim and stranger. Presumably, there used to be more to it than that. Must be getting close. Okay, well, now we need to go left. I don't know if we can. Oh, I got to take this. Sorry about that. Oh, my mom has had such a tribulation with Indian scammers. We need to... So now she's trying to get her bank access re-enabled, and the bank is wanting things, but they are not responding to the things that she... Yes, yeah. Let's just... Yeah. I need to go left, if it'll let me. Oh, it won't let me. No, now what are we going to do? Yeah, it looked like this was going north is downstream, so we'll just ride this out for a little bit. Haven't seen any ghosts yet. This is a region of less flow, mistress. There's like a weird thing here. Can we zoom in? Yeah. Where like these come in and then there's like a wide swath. And this looks like it's going upstream counterclockwise, so we might not be able to go directly here. We might need to come to this wide area, come here, and then, or follow the left side, come here, and then circle back. But then I'm not sure how we're going to get back to this area. I guess we got to go out this way. And then come around here. Oh, geez. Had I known, I would have planned ahead. All right, so for now, we want to try to go left, but I don't think it's going to work. Which way, 6? Oh, there's a ruin. I do not know, mistress. Yeah, see, I want to try to go left here, but I think that's going to be going against the stream. No, it won't let us go that way. As I suspected. So we should be coming up on... Oh, we're in the wide area. Or maybe it's like layered. Because I don't see a way other than just following this around. So it seemed like there was an overlap there. I probably want to stay right. It would seem we've not been down either of these paths before. I'm pretty sure we want this right one, and then keep right again, which I don't think we'll have a choice, because I think that would be, if we tried to go left, it would be upstream. Ooh. But then we want to try to get to the left. If it'll let us. Is that what we're looking for? Settle the Nightingale, 6. Let's take a look around. The site from the mural. The last emperor had drawn a map of this place. But why? And was he indeed the last emperor? Oh,
of all the sites I travelled to with the robot,
yes?
Most of them seemed lost, abandoned. But this one felt like it had been hidden.
Yeah, it seems very nice. How much further? Not far, mistress. The path turns here. Discovered a lush moon. The lanterns are all burning. Are there people here? There is only one living person on this moon, mistress. You. trees. Lots of them. Growing from fissures in the rock, mistress. The roots will eventually split the slope below us. This whole site will be there is something there. But someone planted them here. Perhaps. More likely a seed was scattered by the wind and took root by chance. There is something here. There is something here. A palace? I would estimate this site to be over 1,500 years old, mistress. It's quite a find, whatever it proves to be. So that was during the Empire, I believe. Can we... a little too slow. Oh, there's a gate. By the waters. This could have been built yesterday. There's something worked into the stone. Beneath the ivy. Wow. That's a lot. Outer wall. I know one of these words. Let's see, this has related words. Sail. Banished. Circles, walls, roads, truth. Walls. Seems like it would go with banished. Me. Is this... oh, yeah, this is not quite the same thing. Ours, maybe? People's safety. If this is me, then ours would make sense. Walls of ours. Walls of our city, walls of our garden, walls of our temple. Let's go with city. Fear. Walls of our city keep. How is this? If this is fear, but also has like this symbol over here. Survived? This is home, so it's going to be something similar to home. Life. There it has this little... good. Go, dark, safe. Yeah, this... okay, if that makes something an adjective... if this little marker here makes that an adjective... could go dark, safe, could be dark, could be... let's try good. My walk so at. Survived good. I don't know. This is me. Or this is me, so... make more sense if it was myself rather than yourself. But if this is a pronoun, then I would think this is also a pronoun. They, but it doesn't feel like it's a plural. Defends. So this backwards question mark does not look familiar. I don't think we've seen that before. What about this last one? We've had these little things here. Okay, so this was possibly pray. Part talk. So maybe talk. Bloom is part. Is there one more? Oh, I thought there was one more after that. Going back to the beginning. Walls of our city keep survived good, so yourself can talk, so yourself book talk, so yourself shall talk, so yourself steel talk. I don't know if I got anything right. Walls of our city keep survived good, so yourself can talk. It's awkward. It might mean something. Oh, can I keep going this way? I don't think I can. Parkour. We can slip around this way, I think. Oh, I didn't even try the gate. So, let me try the gate first. You don't think you could make it? If I were to topple Mistress, it is not as though I could grab onto something to save myself. Well, I'm not going to save you. There must be another way in. There was the gate, Mistress. A gate. Look through. Some kind of courtyard. A horned statue. An ancient goddess guarding her space. Is this place a temple? I believe so, Mistress. Oh, well then. That one should have been temple instead of... if I may. An eye? Indeed, Mistress. If the glass is still intact, the eye will focus the hopper signal into the courtyard. And if the glass isn't intact... Sad face. The signal will not entangle and nothing will happen. Or we will refract to an unexpected location. So long as it's not into a crack in the stone, maybe I'll go around the side. Very good, Mistress. I kind of want to change that one symbol. Oh, it's not going to let me. I guess I could go back and look at inscriptions. Careful now, Aliya. Don't want to slip. A break in the wall. Maybe I can finally lose that robot out here. It did answer some questions. Oh, it's a weeping angel.
The wind died.
It's so still. 6? There you are, Mistress.
The smell of flowers flooded the misty air.
Strange layout for a temple. No shrines, no priest quarters. I wonder who she is. She seems sad. I do not see any inscriptions to tell us. She's weeping. And beckoning. Maybe beckoning. I suppose anyone who came here would have known who she is. She looks like that giant fiberglass statue that would hold a tire. If you've never seen one of those. Yeah, like these. Looks like this. But, you know, that's just a thought. Maybe she's selling tires. Question. What is this place? There's a high diversity in the plants and flowers. I suggest some kind of botanical garden. Oh, well, that was another option. City, temple, and garden. So maybe this is a garden. Can we do something with the gate from here? This whole place is incredible. It's perfect. Did this gate even open? Ever open? There are no hinges. So this is some kind of devotional garden, a monastery rather than a temple maybe, or a jail. Yeah, there's no hinges. Some kind of temple to the horned goddess. So why did the last emperor draw a map here? Wishing for some kind of peace as he lay dying? The emperors believe in the loop, mistress, but to be reborn you must be, did it say burned? Perhaps the emperor drew a map to tell us to tell his soul where to go. A door. Locked. We could break it down or blocked with rubble. Might be a key somewhere. That is a ridiculous idea, mistress. Why would anyone lock a door if they intended to leave the key laying around nearby? Perhaps they weren't absent-minded. Or they were absent-minded. Really, mistress? I do not wish to have to report this kind of nonsense to Professor Mayari. This one's definitely stuck. A tree demolished the corridor beyond. The same fate will eventually overtake this place, mistress. Perhaps we could finish our explorations before that happens. But if Rinba found the body of the last emperor on that moon near Mayarsi, why was he hiding robes wow, this is too fast for me. Return because someone claims to the emperor, perhaps because someone claims to be the emperor returned. Rinba said I didn't catch any of that. Or perhaps Rinpa simply did not know what he had found. And we can't re-interface with this door. Just looking for a key laying around. Smell? I leaned over a flower and inhaled deeply. Musk and rose. A perfume garden. Can we go through here? No, that's blocked. An ancient tree. Look at that. It must be ancient. I would estimate it to be nearly 500 years old, mistress. This site must have already existed at that time. An intact empire site, 6. Everything on Iox was rebuilt after the fall, but this place was never destroyed. We must assume it was never found. You said this place was thousands of years old? I was wrong, mistress. I was guessing. Let's tree could have come after the place was built, hundreds of years after. I thought I saw... Oh, the window. You wouldn't think a moon like this could be so lush. It's no Mearcy. There are no farms, no villages, just rock and water. Water flows where it chooses, mistress. There is no grand design at work. Try to force it this time. We could break it down. Perhaps mistress intended to use my holographic head as a battering ram? No need to be snippy, Six. There is no need to be persistently inaccurate, mistress. I don't know why Miari wanted me to take you with me. The professor cares about your safety. She certainly doesn't care about yours. She sends you as a spy. That would surely be unnecessary, mistress. Nothing you have discovered has any value, real value. Right. Who would have come here? Guests of the Emperor? Family? The actual Emperor? Maintaining a place must require considerable effort. A tree cracking the stone. This must have been a stray seed once, nothing more. Now look at it. It'll bring the whole place down in the end. The tree is a creature like any other, mistress, slowly but ultimately self-interested. Mistress, is something the matter? I'm detecting certain elevated emotional markers. Detect what you like. Like what? Am I being short with you? Like what? Shortness of tone, mistress. Lack of compromise. Markers. Are you serious? Humor is a weakness, mistress. I wouldn't say that. Down there, Six. I wonder what I'd do without her. Some kind of painting. Mostly worn away. Almost all worn away. I can't get anything from it. What do you make of it, Six? There really was a lot of writing here once, mistress. A whole chronicle, perhaps, but I believe some characters can still be... This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Nothing. Seen on the faded frieze. Do we go this way? Usually I take like a right-hand rule, but I guess we'll be taking a left-hand rule this time. What's this? There's something here. A figure fashioned from bone, dating from the Holy Empire? This is the end of the line of text. So this looked like they before, right? City, but I think this is probably garden or temple. None of this really matches at all. I'm not sure why it's offered here. City holds them? He said he holds yourself? So yeah, it's not city. It's either garden or temple. But I can't add my translation for holds. But I can add my translation for holds. Okay. So, could be temple, could be garden. Garden holds you. I think it's garden holds you. Or temple holds you. Most likely this comes from the same place as the dagger. The one we found on the hideout moon. The figurine is hidden. I'm not quite sure how I found it even. Can't go that way. Oh, this seems to be blocked. We can't get through here. That's enough. Oh, wait. Go back through. Okay. Whoa. Is that tree sticking out of the roof? It's amazing this place is still standing. It looks like a jungle in there. A very warm and moist environment. Can we go in? Stuck. Do we turn back now? Go home? There's clearly more to find here. I do not suppose you are genuinely interested in my opinion. There's got to be another way inside. Perhaps you could smash a window and climb over the glass, mistress. That was sarcasm. So much for humor as a weakness. Ooh, a narrow gap. Maybe I can squeeze through here. There might be another door at the back. Perhaps, mistress, but I will not fit. Then try not to rust out here. I won't be long. Probably. Sad face. She hurt herself? By all the waking waters. So many thorns. I'm not going back through that way if I can help it. I meant to look around outside there first.
The air inside the glass house was damp. It smelt like fruit and warm water.
It's even bigger close up. Reminds me of the tree of knowledge on Iox. I wanted to... No, don't go that way. I wanted to see if there was... Oh, I can't turn the camera. I want to see if there was more over here, but nope. It's peaceful here. Too peaceful. Still flowing after all this time. I would have thought it'd be clogged with moss and dirt. The air is warm. I open the door from this side. Just hope my shoulder doesn't go straight through. Eek! I found a way in. So I see. Thanks for waiting. I see you are still undamaged, mistress. Mostly. Still hoping to find that key. Something among the leaves. This is a decorative dagger with a curved blade. It looks like something from the early Empire. The middle of the blade says something. This... Oh, there we go. Pray for something. I believe you are correct with pray. And for must be correct too. Must it? Love. Clearly it's love, right? Pray for... So if we think this is stranger... and we think this is song. I don't really see. That's of right there. So this is different than stranger because of these loyalty. Pray for death would be interesting on a sword. Mercy, pray for mercy would make sense, both on a sword. Let's try mercy. Does pray for mercy make sense? I'd say that this comes from the same source as the pipe, the one we acquired on Elbera. New site indicated. Pre-Empire site somewhere in the Sunken Wash. Good Lord. The Sunken Washes. Oh, wow. Can we even get there? These plants must have once been assembled. Someone's prized collection, assembled over many years, I should imagine. It's another door. Let's finish looking around in here. Definitely a garden. This chamber was some form of arboretum. There are traces of a wide variety of plants here. What happened to them? Time. The inevitable process of settling. The most suited to this place survived. Those that were fragile here died. Let's go out that door. We didn't actually look at this very well. I don't think there's going to be anything here, but alright. What are these colorful flapping things? They appear to be everywhere, but only inside this chamber. Butterflies? No interaction. And inscriptions here. Around the stones at the base. This one is a fractured piece. Okay, we think that might be home. This looks similar. Ours. Keep our something home. That doesn't feel right. So not home. But still. Oh, good. Was that there before? Still keep. Me. Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. So it's not me. Oh, then yours and you is probably wrong as well. But we still think this might be keep. There's no place to put this. And this, yeah, I don't know what else this could be. Keep hours. But where did we see that before? So, where did we see this before? And where do we see this before? Okay, that's the sundial. Found a decorative dagger. Found an antler. I've already forgotten. So this symbol here, it's like a mountain with two water lines underneath it, and then this inverted lightning bolt. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, this one. Found a sextant carved with an impression of a bird's wing 16 hours ago. And that is the symbol that we thought was home, but now we know that it can't be home. What? It's not going to let us reevaluate that? Even though we know that that's wrong. Son of a gun. All right, we'll carry on. Can you tell time by the sundial on Iox, mistress? Huang claims he can. But what? Huang would say anything to impress me. Oh, wow. Huang isn't entirely honest? Let's not say that. Don't tell him I said that. Please, mistress. You cannot expect me to cross that. I will topple into the water and sink. I crossed it already. Stop fretting. Stay there if you like. I want to look around. Mad face. You are attempting to goad me into crossing. I cannot be goaded. I know you have lost robots before. 5 of them? I do not intend to increase your score. Stay there. Stop being melodramatic. Mad face. Mistress, you are infuriating. Be advised. I will hopper myself to the boat if I so much as teeter. I do not guarantee I return. He made it! That wasn't so bad, was it? I'm glad you made it. It would have been like 4 all over again if you'd fallen. I did not enjoy that, mistress. I found the risk most uncomfortable. The second robot law. Or is it the third? No, it's the second. Next time, wait in the ship. I cannot. Is there... Okay, there's stuff that way, and maybe there's stuff this way. A door. Locked. Or stuck, maybe. Did you see that thing? It was like the little temple that we found. I don't even know what to call that place. Where the... yeah, this thing.
Stone markers huddled together.
Is it a
Whispering
graveyard?
nasty things about me.
Shrines. Like the one behind the hermitage where Renba died. Shrine is removed from the Emperor's secret garden? Maybe. Maybe if we find an empty spot where there had been a shrine. A stone marker. There's so many of these markers. Marking what? This might have once been inscribed, but it's been worn smooth. It's pretty old. Leave the courtyard. This moon has high levels of ambient moisture, mistress, though it is otherwise quite clement. Stone marker. This one's in better condition. Still legibly carved. This is the start of a fragment. That looks like that goes here. I've seen this symbol elsewhere, I think with pray. U, but I think it's not actually U. That looks familiar. Reminds me of the Green Lantern Corps. Let's see. Goddess. I've done something wrong. So that's not us. But I don't think I can do anything else with it. And that's probably not you. I'm certain my translation for you is correct. Oh, really? I was basing it on me, which I got wrong. Survived. Related words. Maybe. So unless this this little symbol with the swoop and dot basically means not. If it does, then this could mean die. Let's try that. Die goddess. Wow, that's welcomes. Watches you. Some kind of goddess. Death goddess watches you. That makes more sense. Watches you, welcomes you, loves you. Raises you? It feels like raises. Pray we. Okay, so if this is like we, that's part of pray. I feel like there's enough here that I can make a good guess, but I'm not really feeling it. death goddess welcomes you, watches you. It feels like if this is a graveyard, welcomes would be the right translation. But they believed in something called the loop, with a like a reincarnation, so maybe raises would work. I kind of want to go with raises, but I feel like I have to go with welcomes. That'll do for now. This place must have been some kind of monument. Perhaps if I translate some more, I'll get a clearer picture. Alright, next marker. This one isn't carved at all, but there's something inside the niche in the front. A shard of a ring of crystal? I would estimate it from the Ioxian Empire. Look there, it's small. There's an eagle and sun motif, and around the surface there's an etched moat. This one's a broken fragment from an even... Man, I need to learn to read faster. Light. This isn't going to fit anywhere. Oh, it does fit right there. Jewel. It's a little similar. We've got an of here. So then we don't know what this word or phrase is. I believe I remember, also sure of light. Jewel of something light. Starlight? Wind light? Evening light? Eternal light. Ooh. Wind of eternal light. Does that look like eternal? It doesn't really look like star either. Wind just feels wrong, even though they have the river thing going on with their travel. Evening. Evening, I suppose, is a possibility. Jewel of evening light. Eternal light. Song. Stranger. I'm going to go with eternal. I don't really have a good feeling about it. I think this comes from the same site as the figurine we found here earlier. This new find should be helpful in pinning down where these came from. I think that's what she said. There are niches in all of these markers. They're empty. Looted or left that way? Maybe we'll find some more. Oh, looks like we can go back that way. Stone marker. This one's worn smooth. No translation for you. Anything going on with this fountain? Oh, something's at broken steps. They don't look very safe anymore. What about this one? Can we get anything off of this one? Ah, the inscription on this one is readable. This is the end of a longer line. We... Death... survived? Is this supposed to go here? With something of death. I'm convinced my translation of death is right. With small death, we something. What is it? What do we think might be here? We fade, we together, we know, we do. Okay, so with quickly death, we know, we together, we fade. With a quick death, we fade. With quick death, we do. With one death, we fade. With every death, we fade. Oh, that's interesting. If they do have like a reincarnation belief, then subsequent reincarnations, deaths, oh, and this is forever? So this should have something to do with time. Well, or maybe this has something to do with time. I think it's every. If this is forever, then this is either time or something big, something endless. And every fits closest with that. With every death I want to say fade. With every death we know, that doesn't seem right. So let's go with fade. Just based on, it makes sense. This place must be some kind of monument. Oh wow, there's more up there. To a war or famine or a plague. If these shrines represent bodies, there's not enough for a war. Getting out in the wind. This one's set apart from the others, and it's inscribed. This is one in, so there's an of here. Is that the only of? Is there an I? River? Does that go here? Yeah. Or, oh, actually, survived goes here. And then we got these swoopies. My translation of survived has got to be wrong. Uh-oh. But we like river. I sail. Well, that's river. Sail. River. I sail safe river. Of something. What could this be? Of sky? Well, that other one that looked like starlight had some similar marks. River of idea, river of sky, river of sleep, river of sleep. I sail dead river. I sail safe river. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Still could change my mind, but I sail dead river of sky? A sailor's motto? Maybe. And why is it separated? Sounds more like the words of a child. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. There's something wrong there. Climb the steps. Uh-oh. By the waters. Oh, she's, the air's getting thinner. That's her, the red bar is her stamina. I forgot about that. It's like the first thing we encountered in the game. When she was climbing that hill and she had to rest. This location is extremely unsafe. Is there an inscription here? Or on this one?
The wind was strong up here. It wanted to grab you by the waist and chuck you down the cliff.
Huh. Tracing every stream like the lines of a palm. I can see Elbereth, mistress, through the haze. Wow, that's something. You don't think this place was built to view Elbereth? No, mistress. Elbereth is ferociously ugly. Now. Okay, so I can't interact with those two. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Mistress, please. This is a dead end. Just stay clear of the edge, mistress. I was really hoping that one of these would have more translations. Thanks for the warnings. I was going to dance along the wall. Now who's sarcastic? What about this little thing here? It's like one is missing. Was it never put here, or was it taken away? Okay, now I could read it. These two seem in better condition than those below. The stone hasn't worn much up here. Oh, what happened? What was that? Interesting. Mistress, you have discovered experimentally this shrine is indeed powered, zapped by an ancient shrine. They're machines? No, mistress. The stones are merely stones. But this one is charged. Aligned magnetically. Magnetic radiation similar to that which aligned... The shrine outside the Hermitage on the moon near Mercy. It was like these, I suppose. And just like these, it had run out of power. That seems likely, mistress. Wonder how the power was used. The figurine we found inside that shrine, did it do something? Yeah, it did a jiggle dance. A waterfall. There's more water here than I've ever seen. Enough water for Elbereth 3 times over. If there was only a way to transport water. Canteen boy! Insert the Emerson goddess figure. Oh, wow. I wonder if this might do something. Nothing. Sad face. What exactly were you expecting, mistress? The shrine is only rock. A powered rock, but still a rock. Obviously, it's not a real goddess, mistress. It is a model. If there were anything stored inside the figurine, mistress, it would require something else to be displayed. Huh? Like what? A projector of some kind? There may be some indication in the graveyard below. Then again, your theory may be pure cabbage. A little polite way of saying garbage. This one here that is missing. I'm curious about that. Oh, she can only go slowly because she's out of air. Mistress, I must complain at your decision to go off alone. Without any way to detect your well-being, I was very close to leaving the moon. You were running away? Your ethical core wouldn't let you leave me. Mistress, you do not understand how my core functions. Yes, I do. My core is statistical. It works on probabilities. If the probability is that you are already dead or cannot be saved, then I fear it holds no obligation over me. Looks like we're out of the wind. Oh, I didn't notice this fountain was the same shape. We'll get that ethical core removed one of these days. My friend Oroi could do it. With respect, mistress, I am certain she could not. Oh, there's another one over here. Nothing on this one. Then why bother me? Miari assigned you to keep me safe, so I'm relying on you and your ethical core to do that. My ethical core can keep you safe, mistress. Can't it merely limits my ability to harm you. Limits? Were you hoping to cause me harm? Of course not. But I can, for instance, knock you unconscious before you jump into a crevice. Thank you, that's very reassuring. Indeed, mistress. I keep getting HK-57 vibes. Ooh, good, another one. Ooh, there's something on top. This one seems to be made of older stone than the others. No static here. The stone is different, older and from a different source. And there's something up here. A hoop of metal. I wonder where it was once on top of these shrines of the last embers. Ah, man. Heavy, but perhaps not as heavy as I expected. I believe that may be some kind of something device, just as required. Take the hoop. It's a valuable artifact and worth some further study. Look there, our symbols. This is the end of a longer line of text. Possibly speak. Hours? Oh, that's... This was at the, what I translated as yours, or yourself, with, and I guess I didn't have a, I've done something wrong. Okay, so that's not ours. But we can still do I, which I thought I got wrong. With speak. That doesn't feel right. So that's not of. Already did that one. I don't have a place to put this. I guess I can only exit. I4. An I. No, wrong kind of I. I might be able to trace where it's from. So it's a new site. Wow, early Empire period moon, pre-Empire site. Most curious. Is there anything else to interact with here? Doesn't seem to be. 6? What have you seen? 6? Is he stuck? 6, speak to me, buddy. Well, it seems clear no one ever lived here, and it's definitely not a temple. So why go to so much trouble to build all this? I think he's needs to be rebooted. Did you try turning him off and on again? He's still over there. I'm going to need to wrap things up pretty soon so I can get a nap before work. Alright, possibly sky. Possibly death. Lost, death, sky. So something's wrong here. The next word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Is, you'd think is would be pretty common. Is sky. Follow sky. Should sky. Who sky? Lost from, maybe. In death. It already told me that this is not, at least it's not with. Hold. I'm going to say this is in death. So this is got to be wrong. Follow is sky. In death. Yeah, this has got to be wrong. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with any of these. That doesn't make any sense. Is this a graveyard? I finished my researches, mistress. My conclusions are, I fear, worthless. Me too. What were you looking for? I do not know, mistress. The impression did not last for long. This place is a graveyard, I think. Why was it mapped in the Hermitage on the moon near Mercy? I would have expected something grander for an emperor. A tomb, a mausoleum. These graves are so small. These are not public graves, mistress. There was no one here to impress. It's a good moon for a graveyard. You said the weather here was calm? Whoever built this place had their pick of moons, mistress. The gardens here are quite remarkable, but the graves are surprisingly simple. No great tombs or mausoleums. Well, if they believe in reincarnation, has this place been ransacked? This does not look like it's been touched at all, mistress, only grown over. Perhaps they believed their souls would return to the rivers. Did the emperors believe in the loop? This isn't a temple, then. It didn't look much like one. What else we got? We already looked at those two up there. Where was this loop made, or hoop made, I wonder? Unclear, mistress, but we may be able to locate its origin. Nothing here. Nothing here. Can't I not even peek? Can I get a peek, dear? Oh, I remember it was locked from the other side. Or while we were on the other side. Perhaps there were metal hoops on all of these shrines originally. They might have been looted if they're valuable. Yeah, but then why leave that one? This one's buried. I'd need a machete to find any inscriptions. This place is a graveyard connected to the Empire. A graveyard of emperors, perhaps? Oops. Found etched in a stone marker. I think I hit T. Smooth. A wellspring must be up there somewhere. Where does all the water go? Into the nebula, mistress. Into the rivers. Well, it's got to come from somewhere then. Everywhere. Then that's why they built a graveyard here. The water carries the soul of the dead to the rivers. Well, that makes as much sense as anything. Here's another. Looks like every again. There's a few words on this one. Every. Good boy deserves fudge. I don't have this. Looks like we have this. I can add my translation to every. Death. If we think this is jewel, and I think I had this symbol in something that I thought meant together. Every death follows us, stays us, makes us, perhaps makes us. Every death are us, follows us. Seems like it's going to be makes or stays. What do we think this might be? Every death makes us weaker? And oh no, the symbol that's probably time has another circle inside of it. Force, together, free, weaker. Makes or follows us. But this one makes us force, makes us free. Every death makes us free? Maybe. Every death makes us weaker? I'm going to go with weaker. It's follows us. If it's follows us together, follows us free, follows us force. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so if this is force, every death, something us force, stays us force, are us force, follows us force. So yeah, I don't think this could be force unless just everything else is screwed up. Every death makes us weaker. Does every death makes us weaker make sense? I think it'd be every death makes us stronger. There's something here. Perhaps we've seen all this site has to offer. We've obtained 4 promising artifacts here. We have also found some evidence of 2 new locations in pre-Empire sites, and perhaps we should return to the ship now, mistress. Soon, not yet. A stone setting. Oh, it didn't. Let me look at the one up on the hill. Either someone was making preparations when this place was abandoned, or the shrine that stood there was removed, and perhaps put on that hermitage. Nothing else here to react to. Locked. Anyway, it doesn't look safe out that way. There's nothing but sky down there. I think we already looked at that. There's nothing on the wall. Whoa! Eek! That was too close. I agree. Mistress, what are you doing? How are we going to get across now? We can always retrace our steps, or we could simply leave. Are you ready to go now, mistress? We still have more to do here. I don't know that we do have more to do here, but I'm not quite done. Oh, yeah, let's look down. Can I jump that? Look down. There's an old Elborthan story about a boy who gets washed into the rivers. He drowns, of course, then he comes back as a fish. I always said Elberth is a terrible place, mistress. Can I jump that? I mean, she could. It must be too far to jump, too far to fall anyway. So I guess we're not going to do that. Is there anything to see? Alright. I guess we need to get out of here. Can I tell him we need to get out of here? Well, there's also... We didn't look at that area down there. So, we got a long way to go. And maybe we'll notice something that we didn't on the way in. Did we look at these? Why would we need to click on that? And then he didn't like this before. Let's see if he likes it any better now. I'm not going back across that, mistress. The odds of collapse multiply with every attempt. I strongly suggest we use the hopper to return to the ship. Off you go, then. But I'll stay here. Mad face. But why, mistress? Why must you insist on tormenting me? You're only a robot, 6. I decide when we leave. Not you. Now, come on. And stop complaining. Not even going to look back. It's weird how they have ramps and steps. I think it has something to do with the robots. Let's go. It's weird that they're on opposite sides. A little weird. So if you're on rollers and you go down the left side, then you have to cross over and go up the other side. So if you've got traffic coming both ways and they're robots, then they have to like go around each other in the middle. Seems a little inefficient. Ooh, something. See, I knew. There's something under the ivy here. That's the eagle and sun. And there's another inscription along the edge of the design. This one's a fractured piece. Does that go there? And what goes over here? This and this. Really? Emperor who yourself got... Oh, and... So that can't be the ancient for who. Emperor... Future something goddess? Emperor... My? As if, think, your... If this is you, of you, so your... Emperor... Follow... Or should your goddess. Emperor... So this might not even be goddess. Emperor, follow your goddess. Emperor is your goddess. Let's go with follow. Emperor, follow your goddess. This is an emperor's garden. If this moon was built during the Empire, but that statue was carved in ancient times, like the one at Maersi, then perhaps the garden was built around the goddess herself? I was expecting something else to happen. Yeah, we need to do a close-up around the perimeter of this goddess or whatever, this statue. Oh, what was that? If this place is a graveyard, what does that make you, goddess? I've got it. She's a death goddess, welcoming people to the afterlife, and she's much older than everything else here. Possibly. Sadness 6, maybe her eye is a hopper eye. Maybe you can't hop her to death, you have to walk. So that's the front gate. This is the area we haven't looked at yet. Hoppers are two-way, mistress. Maybe the goddess is preventing her charges from leaving. If death doesn't let her charges leave, what about the loop? This is a Holy Empire site. This is where faith in the loop began. So much water. More water than I've ever seen in my life. I believe this is called a river, mistress. A real river. I suppose it does look a bit like a river. I would not advise you to try to sail on it. And here's the broken bridge. I'm not trying that again. Why do the gods have one eye, I wonder? Something to do with seeing clearly? Seeing without depth or confusion? Or is it something else completely? I was hoping there'd be some inscriptions, but it looks like nope. Back to the ship. Let's see if we can find anything in here. That looks like this is going to be a no. And that's the way back out. Will it even let me go that way? Check. Hoping to find that key. Alright, well, I think we've been everywhere. Back to the ship. Excellent, mistress. Leave the moon. And I think that's probably going to be a good place for us to wrap it up for today. And so we left the surface of the Garden of the Emperors, with new leads for 2 previously unknown sites. Hopefully we'll be at the ship interior. Aboard the Nightingale. We should sail to Iox and tell Mayari what we've seen. I'm sure she wants to see the crown. That sounds familiar. So, we could continue the adventure, trying to check out the 2 new places. We could try to go back to Elbereth, try to get in the gate again, although I think it's the crown that's probably prevent us from going in. We could also try to go back to the slums of Elbereth and see if we can find something more there. I don't know. I suppose we'll follow whatever whim I'm feeling next time we're there. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. It's always more fun when you're here, so I hope to see you guys next time. And I'm not sure when that'll be for Vaults of Heaven, or Heaven's Vault. Anyway, till next time, be well.